Call me in order to pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would. Rob, you.
Justin, actually,
Okay.
the man of the hour for that.
Okay. Opening the
Ready
bid.
to open the bid?
Yep.
All right. The,
Or-
oops, sorry.
That's all right. I was just gonna read it. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, please.
CCMG 2024-01.
First one is from Reith Riley. Okay. It looks like the base bid amount for Reith Riley is $923,627.15. The base bid amount from Reith Riley. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Second bid is from Milestone Contractors out of South Bend. Base bid amount is $899,900 even. That's $899,900. Milestone Contractors LP. The only two bids we received.
So what we would like to do, since you have a short agenda tonight and Timmy can't, he'd have to go through them really fast.
Right.
I'd like to give him the bids, have him thoroughly check all the specs and everything, and then approve it at your first meeting in June, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And we have plenty of time, for that, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you need a motion on them.
I don't think we need, no, I don't need a motion.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Kathy. Yeah, he never gets done tonight.
I don't want to mess with anything.
You guys are getting harder seeing me.
That's right.
It's been long enough since the last time we were here.
What?
It's been long enough since the last time you were here. We're not tired of you.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna make it habit. All right, I made you each a copy. The gentleman the bid you approved. He was not licensed with the county. I gave him ample time. I recalled and requested, he called me back, returned a call. I called the planning commission to see if he got licensed and he never did, so I went after some more bids. So I made you each a copy. You want one, Rachel?
You have an extra one?
Yeah, I made plenty.
Okay, yeah, you want. Thank you.
And that, I just hope somebody follows through.
My rating is correct. It says $700 total.
That's the way I understood it. The last one was 800 and something. I didn't know what those other two of them was until this evening.
And you verified, just so we don't have to go through this all again.
I'm sure that Larry is certified. When I shared it,
Larry Bennett.
yeah, and that, and I'm sure the other two are too.
You are.
Justin mows for me.
Well, when you're coming in that low, that's usually the winter. But I wanna make sure. You know, he's just like the other two. Having like,
You want me to contact him, make sure,
it's probably better to make sure. Check and make sure it's
Yeah.
on record upstairs.
okay, well, Mary in the morning.
He's saying expand the mountain, that'd be better yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's your call.
as long as he's on the contractor list.
Yeah.
Fine.
Did he say when he could start, Cat?
No. But I, you know, my mouth, I can hound him.
I think the expanded levels a good option.
Right.
You wanna approve it pending the verification that he's injured?
It's like,
I'll make the motion to approve. The proposal from Brian Reese Construction. For an expanded metal construction. For $700 pending. The verification of all the proper licensure.
second,
I'll second that.
favor,
Aye.
I sure.
so, yeah, check with them.
Yeah, I'm forgetting from my selection.
Right.
I will make this up myself a note to.
And that will be a Kim Cat thing.
Mhm.
That in your motion?
On,
Be-
unless you guys had, we're thinking, take it from somewhere else.
Coon cap would be the
Yeah,
best for that.
Thank you.
I'm done here.
Yep.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you, guys.
Unless you got something else,
Just don't call me at 5 in the morning.
Okay,
You
no
can't
problem.
get it.
no problem. Need motion to accept the commissioner's claims of 353, 225, 75.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You have a 3-week gap between meetings, so that's why you have a 2 payroll.
No, no,
I enjoyed the 3-week gap though.
right, I bet.
2.
Motion to accept the payroll claims, 84,008.80.97.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You got that next one set up, joint. This morning.
Yes, May 20th, 3:30.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to skip that one, but I'll let you know. later.
Yep, I'm already building your agenda.
Need a motion to accept the other payroll claims, 322,014.60.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to accept the annual report of the Congressional Township Fund of 14,764.61.
So moved.
I'll second.
In favor?
Aye.
Sean would just want her on the board. Have a motion to accept Shannon Overman, I believe, on the Community Corrections Advisory Board.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You got anything?
No.
I don't have anything else.
That's too quiet. Rachel,
Mower started today.
pardon me?
Mower started today.
Did it? That's
Yep.
good.
I seen the one.
It was growing fast.
Mhm.
She's never had been able to turn this.
Right, because of the heat, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
Heat and the rain.
Yeah,
Well,
more rain coming.
Stanley. Got anything? No. Suzanne? Waiting on.
I think Kate is gonna,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
I can type, I can talk to.
You may come up.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Last time we tabled the
Mhm.
have an 800 extended and up to the property with the cul-de-sac. Wanted me to pay for half the road to be built.
Right.
Just come up here to agree to the terms
Okay.
to pay for half the road. When the refinance is done, to leave the property over. And then the survey, if I know you guys wanted the survey done beforehand. We just want to make sure we could do it before we have it surveyed, but I can put the deposit down tomorrow on the survey.
I would think so.
So I think he's just wanting to make sure that you are definitely going to do this project before he pays to have the survey done. The reason that you have to have a survey is because a new legal has to be created.
And he's gonna, and Stephen Akers, who is on like on your county approved surveyors, is the one that's gonna do it. And he can do it in 4 weeks.
And we're
And
just
he's like
surveying where we're
the-
doing the road back to do the call.
Correct, yep.
Cause you don't have to do the whole land for us, just that
Right.
spot.
The only thing that I'm just a little concerned about is we're gonna be taking down like 10 trees.
Probably right around there.
I mean, we'll do it. It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of.
What do you mean concerned? Just because of the extra labor? Or-
Mhm. Yeah. But if you guys wanna do it, I'll do it.
When you need it done by, Kate?
Well, the road doesn't have to be done, like, it just needs to be in writing that it needs to be done,
Okay,
that it will be done in the near future. I mean, this process is gonna take probably 4 weeks for the refi to go through, at least 4 to 6 weeks, so I mean, it's gonna be in the. Like, before he can deed over the strip that needs to go with you, and then he will have the new legal description and all of that.
I just don't wanna agree to it, and then next week you call and say, hey, we need it done.
No.
You know what
That's
I'm
not the
saying?
case
That
at
was
all.
got a
We
little
just-
time to.
We just need to know that you're gonna do it, and that way the deposit's paid, everything will be done, that's not a problem.
Brock, do you have any concerns with any of it?
No, it's just like Rachel said, a little bit of labor with the trees. Cause the original path they have out there
Hmm.
goes off to the west a little bit. If you straighten that out with the road. Gonna bump you over and. I'd say 10 trees to be safe.
But maybe not. I
Yeah.
mean, somewhere around.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay, it sounded like we could start on it, but if you got busy, you could pull back off.
Yeah.
But it sounded, it don't sound like they need it.
Rush.
I'm okay with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, if our crews can handle it.
So I would need you to. Do you remember the footage on that? By chance?
So, I have it. So I think it's 100 by 80. And that's on the parcel that's vacant.
Oh, I don't need that. I need our inventory actually stops at that driveway where I'm at right here.
3368.
So. I basically need an approval by the commissioner to extend 800 east south of Toto Road. For 810 feet.
And are we still sticking with the 4,000?
That's for material costs only, so. I mean, it's gonna be a lot more for the labor on taking the trees down and stuff, but for the material cost to extend the road. That's how much we estimated it at.
And that's, so we're not charging for the tree.
That's up to you guys.
I mean, we originally said 4,000.
Split 4,000, right? That's what, yes.
We didn't really, I mean, after this meeting, when we went out there and we saw how the road curved over a little bit. I mean, we didn't really realize that
Right.
all the trees would have to be taken out to extend the road until after your last meeting with this on it.
But also the 3368, like that's what you guys have on that paper, but that road is extended way past that. And it is plowed and taken care of up until the point of that barn. On the last house.
Okay, so the drivers may be going down to this point, but we're not paid to that point. We're paid to this point.
Okay,
So
Well-
if they're I'm just saying for my approval, I need them to approve it all the way.
I'm just saying the gravel is already there. That is already done all the way back to that
To
barn is
this,
what I'm saying.
yes, to this point
Not
right
enough
here.
for the road though, so then.
No,
No, I understand that. I'm just saying to the. Like the gravel's already there for that point.
no, but we'd have to, I mean, we're going all this way, putting in new gravel.
Right,
Yeah.
no, I understand.
No.
Yes.
Is 800 south, okay?
800 east, south of Toter Road. An extension project of 810 feet. So I'll need that approval to then, when the minutes get done, then the highway department needs to send the minutes down to NDOT to actually put it on our inventory.
You need to include the payment terms.
I would-
Okay, so just so that it's all on paper. and
So
legit.
that was my other question, like how does that get paid? Like,
To
do
the
we pay
auditor's
you?
office.
Okay,
So you go to the auditor's office and pay and they'll put it in the highways account.
okay. And then I know on there you had 80 by 100, but so 80, can you do the 100? And then 80, it doesn't really matter which way, right?
Well, the road comes into this piece of property here. So I don't wanna go over here, and I don't have
Correct.
permission to go over here, and I don't have permission to go over here.
Correct, so if you go,
So we
can you
would,
go 100 and then 80 over?
you want me to measure it out? What do you want? me to-
Yeah, like from where you're gonna start it on that property,
Right
go
here?
100 down. And then 80 for your turnaround, because if he is. I mean, if he's gonna spend the money on doing all of this, cause he has to pay for the survey as well, he would like it to have 100 feet on that side. And then 80 over, which is just,
What did we need? Was it 100 feet south?
That's fine.
I mean, it doesn't have to be much, just so that we all agree and understand.
Right,
Do you have something else, bro?
No,
100 feet. Yeah,
And you'll need him to have that all marked out. Ish, right? I mean, obviously, when the survey's done, you'll have that.
I think we were starting from this side, actually.
This includes a cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
We don't need engineering drawings for that?
no.
Okay.
Was that price including the cul-de-sac?
No, actually, did it? I don't think we included the material price on the whole set. Yeah, that's right. Actually. Yeah, that's what we figured. I mean, it looks different up here, but when we were out there, we figured we needed 100 south, 80 east, 100 north, 80 west.
that's the minimum spec for a cul-de-sac.
Okay. So. I'd probably put in there that the payment terms and that he's required to get the survey.
And you're gonna add the cul-de-sac in there, or you just going with 4,000? Or maybe you ain't got that material figured in.
You want me to come get to figure in the cul-de-sac material and then come back?
Yeah, but I hate to keep holding him up.
I think Brock's trying to figure it out right now.
Okay,
I'm not with like that.
And we're extending 800 east. How many feet total,
Well,
now including this cul-de-sac?
it'd actually be 910 feet.
910
Yeah, counting the cul-de-sac.
910 feet to terminate in an 80-foot wide cul-de-sac.
Mhm. It's so quiet.
wait on Brock.
Yeah.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
No, I live a little bit.
Need a soundboard with the Jeopardy music on
Yes. Can we make that happen, Stanley?
I'll put it at the bottom.
it. Make sure it stays there.
I told Mark I got a microphone stand now. I could do like karaoke in here.
I don't wanna know.
2,600 is material.
Just for the cul-de-sac?
Yep.
This 4,000 number that I've heard bounced around, that's a total
For the road.
for the roast.
For the road.
We're only gonna ask them half?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I say what was that?
it's, if we're going by 2,600 plus 4,000, it's 6,600 total, half of that is 3,300.
You all right with it? I guess that's the case.
I'd love to have,
I'm good with it.
Well, you want your motion, Rachel?
Very long.
So, here we go. Make a motion to extend 800 east south of Total Road, 910 feet to terminate in an 80-foot wide cul-de-sac with a planned materials cost of $6,600, half of that to be paid by Mr.
Okay, wait.
Second, I'll second that.
Do we need,
I
how
just
we're
wanna
doing the
make sure,
payment?
Rachel, that I understand that there's 100 feet of road frontage. Touching 800 is correct,
There's 80, but
100,
it'd be 100 going south.
so
So
it is 100,
Yeah.
okay, I just wanna make sure. Cause that isn't, that.
That's why it's 910 feet, not 810.
Okay.
Is that 80 feet from?
I mean, it doesn't matter really, right, it's just
Well, it does. Cause you're talking
It's the
for planning
same.
commission.
correct. I just wanna
So-
make sure that if he's paying all that money, that's.
Right, this question is for you. Are we doing 80 feet from this point or 80 feet from this point? Because I thought it was 80 feet from this point. This is where we're doing the 80 feet from. So no, that would not be 100 feet of road frontage. We're not including this 20 foot here. It's not an additional to the 80.
I'm confused, I'm sorry.
So the road ends here. So we're going 100 south, 80 over, 100 up, 80 over. So that it technically, it's 80 foot of road frontage.
He needs it to be 100, so what can we do to make that happen?
Well, this is,
I mean,
So
Just make it a little long.
this is 100 from here to here.
Yeah.
They need it 100 this way too?
we can we do 80 south, 100 east, 80 north, or whatever, yeah, east and then south. Wait, will that work?
Just so I have 100 feet of front.
So what you would need to do is cut out 80 south, 100, 80, 100.
Okay.
That would work. Makes sense.
Are we happy?
And that's not adding no.
No more.
No,
That's
same,
not just
same
switching
material
numbers.
price, yeah,
Yeah.
but please verify that with the planning
Already did.
commission.
She said as long as it's touching.
Okay,
It,
Because I don't want you guys to get down the road.
800, we're good.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're here, all here doing this.
Great, did you already tell Kate how did we pay that? Or-
yeah, just go up to the auditor's office and tell them that you're paying to build a road, and they'll ask me where to put it.
Does that need to be done now or when the project starts?
I don't think it needs to be done until the project starts. I can let Kate or,
Okay.
you know, when we actually start the project.
Okay.
Good?
Good.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Gary, you said you didn't have nothing.
No.
We finished that mark. Yeah, we finished the motion. Did we vote on it?
In a second.
You second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Now we're done.
Now we're done. Sir, I don't know your name. You got anything?
Oh, yeah, in the meeting. Hi. My name is Bill Oliver. I own property on Bass Lake and a small farm. I had the honor of voting in Stark County for the first time yesterday. Stark County last year. But there's attempt to put the second pump on property that I own around the lake. And there's a meeting for Bass Lake Homeowners Association this weekend. And a major change occurred. The Conservancy District and our understanding was totally opposed to a second pump and didn't want to have anything to do with it. But at this meeting, the Conservancy District, which we always thought made sense for them to be involved with the second pump because they have the first pump now, said that they would consider it if the cost of the pump going in and the cost of the pump being maintained for 30 years would be covered by Doral. And if it was not on private property, that they would be in support of it potentially. So this is just investigative. I just wanted to talk with the commissioners about it. I talked to the commissioners last summer about potentially using state beach land so that it would not be private land. My goal is not to have anything happen to my farm or enrich me in any way by having a pump on my land. My goal is to have more water in the lake. And so there's a couple possibilities that were discussed in the last 24 to 48 hours. And one of them will be for me to set up the pump on my property, do all the testing, get all the permitting done and everything to make sure that it's okay with the state of Indiana. And if it works out on my property, to leave it there, but if it doesn't, then investigate moving someplace else. But that still leaves it technically private property. So I am willing to donate my land to Conservancy District or the county, whatever entity would satisfy the Conservancy District so that they would maintain it after it's up and running and everything.
With the deed, you said?
Pardon?
The land with the deed?
With the deed, I would deed the land to whatever entity. I'm just here to investigate whether if that's possible. I know the county attorney wasn't here last summer when I posed this whole thing to begin with. Is there a process and is it possible for me to deed my property to the county?
Yeah, last conversation, I think the commissioners wanted the Conservancy District to take ownership of that in lieu of the county commissioners doing it. There was some discussion, maybe help me out, Donnie. It was a couple months ago. There was discussion about who would own that pump at the end of the day or the real estate that it was located on. I know that, was it Doral?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember to keep all the company straight.
Yep.
I think Doral had discussed covering all the costs of maintenance for like a fixed sum that they would give every year because they said that it was on the upper end of what they think maintenance would cost. And I think they wanted the county to take ownership of that real estate. And I think the county was wanting the Conservancy District to take ownership of it because the county doesn't want to, just because we're not in the business of maintaining pumps of that sort. So it would take an engineer, us to hire engineers if something went wrong and we're just not in that line of business. So I don't know if that's still your guys' position,
That's still,
that the county doesn't
right.
own it.
Cause with the commissioner didn't want to take, it over, just like Justin said, we don't have people that, and the conservancy district can handle, because they're handling the first month.
So
So I
Yeah.
went to them
And we,
and asked,
we were open to the option if the site on his property wasn't suitable for a pump that would
right, and if that didn't
Operate.
happen, then
Yeah.
we would use the beach, the corner of the beach.
right.
So I haven't had a chance to talk to the conservancy district. The conservancy district owns the property, the pump is on them.
And I was at the last meeting, not your board meeting, but with conservancy. And they'll do it for us if it's on private property.
If it's on.
If it's our property, if
Yeah.
it's deeded over to us with the deed.
Yeah.
Then they would take it over. Cause if they're not taking over, the commissioners, I believe, are still the same way, we're not gonna take it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna manage.
I don't wanna, it's bad enough with dealing with the firewall at Hamlin.
Right.
I don't want to add another
So if
situation
you
like that.
need it like you're saying, we'd be willing, then the conservancy take it over.
Yeah, well, if the conservancy already owns the property with a pump on it, it would make more sense to me to deed it to them. So
But,
I,
yeah.
If they're willing to
Right.
accept it, yeah.
Last I knew, they wanted to deed it to us, but if you just deed it to them, I'm with that.
okay, but it's evolving situation, so
Right,
that's all I have.
okay. Ma'am? Got any? No? Young man, you got any? What, buddy's name, I forget all the time.
Oh, Mark.
Mark.
Oh. I didn't answer because I heard young man. No, I don't.
You know, and that. Kate, you got any more? The lady you know.
Nope, I was just listening to the property for 800.
Oh,
I own the house right where you guys are gonna be building, so
Okay.
But it's not affecting you, right? That's what you,
that's what I was coming
Okay.
to find out.
Right.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with what we've done tonight?
I mean, as long as it doesn't affect my property, I'm looking at that.
it won't, well, they're just opening the road on up to that.
Correct, yeah, and the county, they've been gracious to do
All the way back?
all the way back to the 4 houses, because it wasn't like that until, I think when I approached, I think it was like 2016. So they've been great to come down and
Okay.
take care of the 4 houses, yeah.
Is it Tim? Yeah. Rob? Oscar?
Just making sure all in order stays in check.
There we go. Motion adjourned.
make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Hey. Go like that. Oh.
They don't matter.